Hi there, folks. We're back here live on ECW. Past the 5-minute mark now. And
3.
Remember, this is a match to set the pace for the rest of this Beat the Clock Sprint tournament. And 5 minutes wouldn't look too bad right now compared to what it could be in the next 5 if this match continues that long. Oh, and Sermon getting dropped right onto his knees. Whatever the hell that is. Now Sermon getting dragged into the middle of the ring. And taking a few shots at Papu. Papu getting punched and clubbed in the back. I can't feel too good and knocked right outside of the ring. Good move there by Papu. Papu coming out of the ring after him, and Sermon hitting the deck, coming back into the ring. And look at that, taunting. This is no time. You can't afford to do this. Oh, wait a second. Sermon going after Papu. Papu, and again going after Papu. Papu, I think Sermon accidentally took out the referee. Didn't look that accidental to me, to tell you the truth, Meat, but what's he doing? Oh, he's grabbing the sledgehammer you took out earlier, and oh my God! That'll do some serious damage on the injured Papu. Oh my God! He's just whacking him with it, and again, no! The injured Papu. Papu taking a sledgehammer. And it does, oh my God, could it be? He's going for the pin. Sermon's gonna pull off an upset, ladies and gentlemen. What's he gonna do? 2, and no way! 3! Well, there you have it. Sermon Bundy pulling off an upset. Fair or not, an injured Papu. Papu just got beat, and there's the time to beat for the rest of this tournament. 6:46 is the time Sermon came in at. And Sermon Bundy pulling off a victory as promised last week against Papu. Papu. What are you going to do? So there you go. Sermon Bundy kicking off and setting the pace for the rest of this tournament. If nobody else can beat the time of 6:46, then Sermon Bundy's going to be challenging Tyrant at the Great American Bash in the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, last week on ECW we had one of the biggest surprises we've ever seen. Check this out. Show our power! Oh, Jesus! And as you can see right there, the end of that show did cut our power off, and once again, we're sorry for the inconvenience, but after the show, just for your information, fans, the fight was broken up by security, and both men were taken to the backstage area, and that was the end of the show. And here he is, the man that was involved in that match last week, going up against Piss from the Misfits. It's Devin Foolhardy, folks. The biggest ego, could be next to TGO now, but the biggest ego in ECW today. Devin Foolhardy walks down to the ring with pride, confidence, and capability, he likes to say. So if Devin can manage to pull off a victory in less than the time of 6:46, he'll be the new top time, and therefore if he can what a mouthful. If he can keep a hold of that time for the rest of this tournament, he'll be challenging Tyrant. And let me add, folks, not only if you win this tournament do you get to face the ECW champion in the main event of the Great American Bash, but you get to choose that match. Tyrant doesn't have a choice. You can face him in a ladder match, you can face him in a cage match, you can face him in a one-on-one elimination chamber. Whoever wins this tournament is going to be able to choose what match they're in. And here comes Piss from the Misfits. Earlier tonight, his two partners, Flair and Dixie, came down to the ring. Dixie was in women's action against Hood, came up with the short end of the stick. Neat. But what can you do? Hopefully Piss can change that. Don't want to go on a losing streak, and this is another half of the tag team champions. And one sick freak, let me add. Foolhardy's gonna have his hands full. Look at him. Foolhardy's gonna have his hands full because Piss is not a cookie you want to reckon with. I'll tell you that right now. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, the time to beat is Sermon Bundy with a time of 6:46, taking out Papu of all people with that sledgehammer to the injured stomach. But nonetheless, Sermon is your current leader in this tournament, and we're kicking this match off right now. And as you can see, the clock is no longer counting up, it's counting down from Sermon Bundy's original time. So if that time runs out, there's really no point in fighting for these superstars anymore. The match is practically over. I doubt that's going to happen if the time runs out, though, because both of these competitors, hell, they love to fight, and that's why they're in the ECW. Piss taking control with a swinging neck breaker, taking control of this match early against Devin Foolhardy, who went up against DWF's TGO last week on ECW. Ended up winning the match with a low blow, but it seems like TGO ended up with the victory that night after taking Devin Foolhardy and throwing him into our power supply over there in the corner and cutting off the entire power supply to our show. If you haven't seen that, you can definitely check it out on ECW, our page, and check out the last episode, because it's definitely not something you want to miss. And Devin Foolhardy now with a pin, but it's a rope break. Piss being able to grab onto the ropes there, and a kick to the groin. Not groin, stomach. Nice body slam there by Devin Foolhardy, down to the mat hard. Oh, and some punches to the gut by Piss. Piss is a pretty tiny guy, but he can sure throw his weight around when he needs to. And look at this, a rolling thunder by Devin Foolhardy, and look at that. The ego is showing already, and it's only a minute and a half into the match almost. Devin now trying to pick up Piss. Doesn't manage to do it because Piss spins around him and drop kick, but Devin holds him back. Kick to the back of the leg there. That can't feel too good. And a drop kick knocking Devin right onto his keister. Wow. Oh, and a nice hip toss. Piss now pulling Devin out of the corner. Looks like he's setting up for something. But Devin gets up too fast, and an elbow drop just connects on the way up. And a nice, another quick hip toss there by Piss. Oh! Devin going up top now. It looks like he's got... What's he doing? Elbow drop. Yes, it is! And he goes for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, and it's gonna... Oh, no. 2 count there. Piss just kicking out in the nick of time. Devin now getting some elbow to the teeth. That can't taste too good. Oh, and a back body drop. Almost throwing Devin onto his side. That could have been dangerous and very destructive on the outcome of this match. As we approach the 3.5-minute mark of this match, ECW is going to take a quick break, and we're going to continue this when we return, ladies and gentlemen. Piss versus Devin Foolhardy. to see who's going to face Tyrant. We'll be right back.